Okay, I started.
You're starting right now?
Yep,
You're filming.
yep.
Okay. Anna's filming this video. This is a video on how I coach screens. And maybe you can learn from it, I guess. The noise that you hear, that is the washing machine because we're in the garage. That's where the print shop is. So just a couple of things. I'm just gonna like kind of skim over stuff, but also I just don't really like know the science behind a lot of silk screening. I also can have to break things down, like what I mean, like a lot of people say like Meg White is not a good drummer, but to me she's like the only and perfect drummer for the White Stripes. So the way I do things, the way I coat is, has to do with that's Cyrus. He's wanting to say hello. The way I do things is based on more of what I can't do and what I don't know than what I do know or what I can do. If that makes any sense. And I keep saying I built an aesthetic around that, around that, and it's also
Should I let
in
Cyrus
my
sit
budget.
out here so he'll stop barking?
No, just leave Cyrus in there because
Okay.
he might get an emotion or something. Okay, so number one, that was the intro. Number one, we're gonna try to make this real quick. When I coat screens or do any kind of screen work, and like I said, I have no idea the science behind it. A yellow bug light. This is just a regular GE 60 watt bug light. Just so that's what we start with. So you can work under this light. We'll leave this light on like all night long sometimes because the family will come in here and be like, "Oh, I gotta do laundry," and they turn on the lights and they'll expose my screens, and that's bad news. That has never happened though. That's never happened, but it could happen. All right, okay, cut.
All right.
All right, Cyrus is in here now, so Cyrus is gonna help. He'll probably start barking because if we don't pay attention to him, he'll start barking. Okay, number one, it's winter time, so things kind of change. This is a garage. It does have a heating, like it does like have heat and air in here. Not as much as the rest of the house, but I have this like little, what is this thing? Like this little drip heater. This is my buddy. Cyrus put on a shelf. This also keeps my inks from freezing. But in the summertime, if we do have humidity, we have a dehumidifier. I got to get a new one though, because Connie told me that this one can burn the house down. So. But it's over here for some reason. I haven't thrown it out yet. Okay, but I will. I cut the cord off it, Anna, so don't have to worry about it. Okay, first thing, there's a lot of first things. Here's the coater. This is a standard, standard coater. This one still has the, even though it's on its left leg, what is it called? This thing's shield, and I think you can put this on, like you can fill it up with emulsion, and you can put this on here. You're supposed to be able to keep your emulsion in, but I would never, ever, ever, ever do that in a million years, because what you want to do is, let me take this thing off, and we'll talk about this thing that I can't get off right here, that it protects, more or less, it protects your squeegee blade right here. There's a sharp side and a rounded side. Forget that rounded side. You want to use the sharp side. You want to coat with the sharp side. This is a little bit dirtier than it needs to be, but believe me, when I'm done coating screens, the next thing that I do right after I coat is get this thing in the sink and wash it out. You wash it out with regular water, and the caps do come off, but it's kind of like one of those things you keep taking them on and off all the time. They kind of get loose, and sometimes they just fall off. I've seen people coat without these on the edge, but I would make a complete mess if I didn't have them. So we're going to use the sharp side, and there's your sharp. Sometimes I have to feel, to make sure. Okay, so all right, let's just keep going. Okay, so here's my emulsion. I use Chromaline Chroma Blue PL. I think that's what it's called, but we'll see. And so I keep my emulsion. This is a gallon bucket. I buy it in a gallon, and of course, it's cheaper to buy it in a gallon. I've kept this at room temperature in a plastic bag, all wrapped up and sealed. I hate to even save it for probably a year and 3 months, maybe even longer than that. It gets crusty, it starts to smell like a dead animal, but you know what? It still works, and you know, if you're on a budget, and I'm always on a budget, it's good to let it go as long as you can. All right, so it's Chroma Line is the company. Chroma Blue is the emulsion I use. I just think it's fantastic product. Okay, so I'm gonna open this sucker up, and this is like one of those things like, you know, always I heard my dad would say, don't put too much oil in the car. You don't want to have too much oil in the car. More oil in the car is worse than not enough oil in the car. And I never even really like understood that. So I was like, oh my God, don't you want to fill your, you know, who wants a half a coffee? You know, you want a whole coffee. You want 44 ounces of coffee. Not, you know, the more the better. But I don't know why I'm struggling getting this open. I really sealed it good. I think because I'm nervous doing videos. Doing these videos make me nervous. All right, so I'll pull this off. It has a little bit of odor to it. But, all right. I wish I had put a date on it. Okay, so the whole point of that, too much. You don't want to put too much emulsion in here. I've done it before because once you start making a mess, it just keeps on going. So what I do is I just put, it's better to come back and fill it up if you need it than to, you know, just put a bunch in there and think you're going to be doing a bunch. Plus, I'm only coating 9 screens, and I try to conserve as much as this as I possibly can. And the way I actually kept track of it, Connie and I kept track of this, and the way I coat, it costs about $1 a screen. Okay, and this looks, what color does it? No, it looks blue now. It's just when it coats, it looks green. Okay, now, here's a common thing I do. I know I have 9 screens, so when I coat these screens, I'm going to go back and count them. A big problem is, like I've done it a million times, it's like I'll coat screens, and then I'll stack them up, and then I'll clean this and all that stuff, and I'll have like 2 screens that I forgot to coat. So then I started like, hey, I'm going to count them, and I'll know. Another thing a lot of like printers will know, and you'll know if you start printing and all that good stuff, is like you have problem frames. You know, some might be warped, some might have a hole and hold water and leak. It's good to, you know, put your problem screens that you're never gonna have problem with. Like when I go to dry them, I wouldn't want to put one that drips water on the very top and it leaks water all over the others, because usually that water has emulsion remover in it at this point. Okay, so, all right, so now we're gonna keep going. All right, here is Cyrus. This is the inside of the screen. Cyrus, this is the back side of the screen. Cyrus usually coats the screens, but I'm gonna do them this time tonight. Cyrus, I'm gonna do this, so he's okay with it. All right, so sharp edge is what we're gonna deal with, and you might wanna get over here and show this. Okay, so here's, and we're gonna coat all these.
Okay.
All right, so it doesn't take a lot of pressure, right? And I just put just a little bit of pressure, sharp, and not like, see how I'm full, like doing this, I'm building up a little bead.
He's leaning.
And then I got the gangster lean, and then I'm bringing it up. Now the big common thing is people kind of lean it back and lean this back, and bam. That's it, I got a little bit on there. You know, you want to keep it, and that's a little too, you know, I'm kind of talking, boy, that coat job sucks. Look how much I got on the edge there, and then at the top. But let's just keep going. A lot of times people will stack them, but my main thing is to get this emulsion out of here, get these coated, get this emulsion out and get it clean as fast as I can, and then I'll stack the screens. So here I'm gonna do this. And then also, I'm just gonna kind of like wiggle this emulsion around, make sure it's all even. All right, you got me?
Got it.
Watch this, Anna. Watch.
So he's leaning
A little bit of
back
pressure. I'm letting it beat up and
and then pulls it up.
boom, bada bing. See, look, right there. It's not all thick on the sides, still a little bit up there. Wishing I would have did that. All right, here we go again. And here's very important. See if you can catch this.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
you
you
from the
got a
side.
good angle? You're gonna get my what?
I'm gonna get you from the side so
Okay,
they can
just
see.
no butt crack, no butt crack.
no
Well, I got
butt
on
crack.
suspenders, so. All right, this is tricky because now, yeah. Oh hell! See, look at this. I wish, you know what? We're not gonna cut it out. So even though I've been doing this for 57 years, I still made a big mistake. That's not a big deal, really. I just recently taped this screen up, a little Tuffy style, and I'm having to go around this tape, plus it's dragging there. And so I'm just gonna get a bead. I'm gonna put a little more pressure. I'm gonna go this screen, this screen's on its last legs. Hey, buddy, screen. I love my screens. This screen right here is one from Print Mafia. This has at least, I know it's done a 3,200 piece job, and it's still using it today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of go up the screen because it's a little thicker than I would like. And what I did there was I took emulsion off of it, thinned it out a little bit. It's got a little bit of extra stuff there in the center. So now, and I'll remember, and sometimes I'll write on the screens that has a little bit of like a screen that has a lot of detail, like probably like the black screen. I wouldn't want to use that screen. I'll use that for a solid color because it's got like a little bit of funk in the middle there. All right, here we go. Here we go again. Whew, golly. Let's see. Calm down, calm down. Here we go. I'm getting my bead. Just like that. Look at there. Cyrus. I should let Cyrus do it. We're going to keep going. Here we go. Here we go. Number, was this 4 or 5?
I don't know. I went to Logan County. I can't count.
You shouldn't say that.
But it's true.
And I can count. She's really smart. Here we go. There we go. All right. There we go. So that's 5 right there because we got 4 more left. All right. And like, I'm just kind of like doing this to even out the emulsion. I think I have enough. You know, like I said, a little bit of pressure. And I'm kind of like going up with it, you know, as I'm doing. And just wait until I get to the end to bring it off. And I'm leaning it back at the very end. This just takes tons and tons and tons of practice. This is a very important thing. Another thing, if you have like some post-nasal drip or if you sneeze, you want to make sure you don't be getting that on your screen because that will, you know, show up in your emulsion. You know, you'll be like, oh my gosh, why didn't that work out? You're like, oh yeah, I sneezed all over it or coughed all over it or something came out of my nose onto it, you know. So there we go. Then the last one. Out. So immediately after this, takes a little bit longer for that bead to get going. The most. All right. So there we go. All right, now I'm just gonna leave the screens lean there because I'm gonna be cleaning them pretty quick. All right. Here's the next thing. I like to save all the emulsion I can. That sweet stuff right there. I'm gonna put this on Sarah. I'm gonna put this on Frosted Flakes.
It smells wretched.
Hey, come on now. Don't be like that. Don't talk about Cyrus like that.
Not Cyrus, that emulsion.
Yeah, it does stink pretty. It's, you know, but anyway, all right. I'm gonna wash this out. Anna, you want to stop it, and we'll just stop it. I'm gonna wash this out real quick because that's no fun. I'm ready.
Okay.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so you're filming.
I'm filming.
Okay, so one thing I forgot to say, you know, there's a window in here in this garage, and I put like a black trash bag over it. Oh, Anna, don't bump into the screens.
I'm not.
Okay, you didn't. Cyrus, don't bump into the screen. Okay, so I put the black trash bag over that just when I'm coating. I always coat like when the sun goes down, and then before the sun comes up. Cyrus, you're gonna bump into that screen. He's not gonna bump into that, is he? Yeah, please tell me it's not. And then I put the screens. This is my dark room. I have 2 of these boxes. I just put my screens in there. When they're dry, in the morning before the sun comes up, and I put 2 trash bags over it. And then if I have some extra screens, I just put them in 2 black, these like 55-gallon heavy duty trash bags. And you know, I've just never like, I'm always thinking about, you know, I'm constantly moving stuff around. Like right now, this is the light tape. This is press. It's loaded up. The light table's loaded up. Stuff. So I have to move stuff around. Eventually, when I get things figured out, then maybe I'll build a light table. I'm not a light table. What is that thing called? A dark room. to store the screens and all that stuff. But until then, I'll just do that, and it works out great. And I've kept those screens in that bag up to like at least 2 months. Of course, they smell like a dead animal, but they shoot good. All right, so, but I like to use fresh screens. Okay, here's the next thing. And if you want to back up over there, Cyrus, watch out. If you want to go over that way.
Go this way.
Because you're going to be like filming like right here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, go back up. Be careful. Watch out. Where you walk. There you go. Great job. Doing a great job. All right, Cyrus, stay over there with Mama. Okay, so what was I going to say? All right, so the big thing is are you going to hold Cyrus? Okay, yeah, just hold Cyrus.
I got Cyrus.
Because I feel better if you're holding him. All right, so the big thing is and this with the heater, since it's cold, and I always keep a fan on them. And I usually have the fan on. You don't want to like stack your screens, then turn the fan on and blow a bunch of dust in your screens. We're going to take that chance, but it's been running like for a while. I just turned it off so you can hear me. All right, so stacking the screens. All right, and we need to do it soon because it's not good for them to just be sitting here like this. All right, so once again, here's the inside, here's the outside. We are gonna dry our screens. We're gonna dry them flat with the inside up. Why, you ask? I don't know why. And I'll tell you how I do it like this. So my buddy Clay, who worked at Anderson's design studio under, Andy Anderson. He's a master printer in Nashville, Tennessee. He has a shop. He's just like one of the best. This is how he dries the screens. So I don't even question it. That's how I dry them. I know it has something to do with, I mean, I do know enough that, you know, it's emulsion like lowering it. Maybe if you coated both sides, a lot of people, and that's another thing. I just coat the one side. I can kind of use my, I don't know, knowledge or whatever to know that maybe that's not the best. I can tell when I get a lot of dot gain. I think that has to do with like how thick your stencil is and all that stuff. But to be honest with you, this is okay for me, and it's the way I look at it. I'm getting twice as much emulsion. If I coated it twice, I'd be buying, you know, twice as much emulsion. Whatever it costs twice as much. So the one side's does me good. I don't recommend it, but you know it's okay. Sharp squeegees go a long way too. All right, to dry them. In my day job, we went through tons and tons of tape. So these are tape rolls, the ends of the tape rolls. So here's what I do. I start to build my tower. I build my tower, no butt crack, Anna. But we should be okay, no butt crack. All right, so, one under each corner. Bam. What side is that? Front side up, right? Because that's the way Andy Anderson does it. My buddy Clay told me all about it. And I don't question Andy Anderson. Did I say he's a master printer? Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Then we're building our tower. Trying to keep it straight, even though I have stacked up. Like, I think I stacked up, I don't know, I've coated like, 20 screens before. And it's been really crooked. None of these ever fell over. Maybe tonight will be the first time, since I'm not jibber-jabbering too much. Here we go. Keep building up. Big thing is, just a lot of common sense goes a long way. And I've done it all. Just make sure you got a good grip on your screens when you're stacking them up. Don't drop them on top of each other, because that sucks. Thank you all for watching this video. This is where I could probably use that special effects and like fast forward. Right? But we're only doing 9. And I've already cleaned the like I said, I cleaned out the emulsion, the coater already. So,
And we resealed the emulsion and put it back in the container. But
see, my tower's a little crooked right there, but it's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's good. It's good. One more to go. Like and subscribe. Man, that really got crooked. All right. So that's it. That's my tower. All right. Now I'll just turn on the fan before the sun comes up in the morning. I'll get up at 3 and come in here and stack them. Probably shoot screens in the morning, but no one's gonna get up and film me early in the morning shooting screens. We'll do that maybe next year or something, or maybe some other time, maybe before the end of the year.
Or
But yeah, that's it. All right, look, turn the fan on, and it doesn't have to be directly on them. You just want to circulate the air, and they'll be good, dry, and fresh in the morning, and I'll be able to shoot like some designs on new screen. I just need to remember that one right there. Like I said, I need to remember that one. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for filming, Anna. Cyrus, you did great. You did great.